Good morning. Hey, how's everybody doing? It is me, Angie, and I am very happy to see you guys today. I'm going to start off by reminding you, as I'm pulling up my chat, that my name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. Does that sound good to you? If it does, hit that subscribe button. And let's get going. All right. So a couple of things for you today. First of all, if you look down in the description below the video here, you will see that I have a free gratitude journal in there for you. So just click through to that whenever you get a minute and grab it if you haven't already. It's not brand new. I put it out a couple weeks ago, but I know a lot of you guys didn't get it yet. So pick it up if you like. And I'm going to go through a few reasons that gratitude journals are so useful. Good morning, my sweet Jillian. Hey, girl. Hey, I have something to talk to you about. So remind me after the session or whenever you have a minute. Good morning, SM. How are you? I'm glad to see you back today. SM in the house says, good morning, Angie, dear. Good morning, Donna. Let me scroll back up here. Phyllis says, good morning, Angie. Hey, girl. Hey. Jillian says, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Angie. I'm so grateful for this day and that I found Queen Being. Oh, Jillian, I am too. I'm grateful that you found Queen Being too. I love you. You're so awesome. Don Roberts in the house. Hey, Don Roberts. Good morning, my friend. Tattoo Princess 78 in the house says, good morning, Angie. Good morning, all. Oh, Odin Performance is back. Hey, Odin. Says, namaste, Angie. Namaste to you too, my friend. Hair changes color in the house says, good morning, Angie. DJ J Love, hey girl, hey, says, good morning, Angie, and all you beautiful survivors. Ms. Nadia in the house says, good morning, Angie, and everyone. Giving us all a little kiss. Super cute. Jamie says, good morning. Beautiful, kind, loving, strong survivors. Oh, I love you guys. Angie L in the house says, good morning, all. Angie L is one of our awesome success stories, just like Miss Jamie and Miss Nadia are becoming. Madeline Gutierrez says, good morning, roomies. Make it a great day. I totally agree with you. And Picky Nana from, or PC Nana from Nana from New Zealand in the house. Hey, 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 New Zealand in the house. David H is here. Okay, you guys, we have both of our legal experts in the house today. We have David H. And David H., you're one of those people I need to talk to also, in addition to Jillian, about a thing I'm working on that you can help with. Nothing big, don't worry. David H. says, good morning, everybody. And so anyway, if you guys have questions that are of the legal nature, David H. is a police detective in Florida and Jillian is an attorney in Nevada. They may be able to offer some advice. Avon is here today. Hey, Avon, welcome back. Avon says, morning, Angie, and Spanificent friends. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Jay Meebe says, and hello to our wonderful fearless leader, Angie. Hey. Hello, Jay Meebe. Breon in the house says, yay, I got the new YouTube notification this morning. Didn't get it yesterday. Oh, I'm glad you made it in, Breon. We did miss you yesterday. Tina Farfalle. Did I say that right? Wait a minute. I lost my place in chat again. Oh, grr. La, 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 la. Okay. Boy, oh boy, I gotta catch everybody's messages. I used to be able to turn my YouTube to the dark one. It was a lot easier with a light in my eyes, but I can't do it anymore for some reason. Okay, Tina Faley. Hey Tina, how you doing? She says she's new here. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome to our little humble group. Hey Sue Gable, how you doing? Nadia says, Jamie, hi hun. Jamie says, good morning, Nadia. Allie Cat in the house. Hey, Allie, welcome. Says, morning glory, love. Oh, are you? I think you are. Okay. Arlene Robertson says, hi, sweet lady. Hey, Arlene, how you doing? Sanzi is in the house. Hey, Sanzi. She says, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Angie. You're an angel sent from above. Thank you for everything you do. My pleasure. Thank you for being here, Sanzi. Shantae Lennox in the house. Hey, Shantae, how you doing? She says, good morning, Angie. Hugs and love to you too, Shantae. Lynn Powers says, good morning. Due to parental alienation syndrome. Oh, I've lost contact with two of my daughters. I'm so sorry to hear that, Lynn. Welcome to our tribe. Again, I think you've been here once before, but welcome. And let us know, tell us a little bit about your story. Maybe we can help a little bit. Caroline Susta in the house. Hey, Caroline. She says, I'm from Adelaide, Australia. Hi from Adelaide, Australia. Well, hello, and welcome to our tribe. Sue Gable says, good morning, all. Good morning, Miss Angie. Good morning, Sue Gable. Gail Catrice says, hello, been here a while, first time speaking. Thank you for your support. My pleasure, Gail, and welcome. I'm so glad you spoke up today. We're glad you're here. And welcome to the tribe if I haven't told you already. Lynn Powers says, I'm very sad, but I'm more sad this week. Just found out that one of them got married and had a baby last month. I was hoping that they would be able to repair that relationship. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. I can only imagine how much that hurts. I'm really sorry to hear that. Well, just know that we're here and we're supporting you and we understand your pain as much as we can. Elise says, good morning, Angie and Jamie B. Let's see here. Hair changes color. Whoops, I lost my place again. Oh, I'm so glad to see Malta's name there. I thought he maybe wasn't here today. Hair changes color says, I just watched the Dad Surviving Divorce vid. Yeah, I had Dad Surviving Divorce on the show yesterday. She says, I don't have kids, but I could totally relate to the way he described the love bombing. I also began with a narc at age 19 and I'm now 30. So many lost years. Well, honey, I agree with you on the lost years, but I gotta say, if we all focused on the years that we lost, we would all be miserable. So I want you to focus on the years you still have. All right. Can't regret what you can't change. Can't change the past. Can only change the future and the present. So let's work on that, okay? I totally feel you on the lost years, though. Stop the Chaos is in the house, says, hello, I'm kind of confused. I'm being hoovered and I don't hate it. It never sucks to be hoovered, except that it sucks you back into a toxic relationship, right? She says, I'm letting it happen, even though I know in a week he will most likely throw his hands up and it will pass. I'm not quite ready to let go. Okay, let me say this to you, Stop the Chaos. I feel you. And I think all of us can relate to how you feel right now. So just know this. Guard your heart. Enjoy it if you need to. Guard your heart because you are right. It probably will end at some point, especially as the moment the narcissist thinks they have you back in their clutches. I'm not mad at you for doing it. We all have our moments of weakness, and I totally understand enjoying the hoovering and the love bombing. It's all beautiful stuff. They say all the right things. They act like the people that we thought they were in the first place, and it feels really, really good. But just know that it's pretend. Just know that it's a manipulation. I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. I don't want you to be hurt, but I want you to be strong. And just know that we're here for you. Okay? It's going to hurt you in the long run, and I don't like that. But I want you to know that I'm not going to belittle you or tease you or beat you up emotionally about this because I understand how that feels. And I understand every single one of us in this whole group always wants, the idea that they could possibly change. We almost feel like we have to take that risk. And I feel you. I don't want you to get hurt. So just know what it is. Enjoy it if you need to. Don't feel guilty about it, but protect your heart. Okay? Bonnie is in the house. Hey, Bonnie, welcome back. She says, good morning, Angie. Good morning, my love. Nadia says, I'm still having trouble reaching that lawyer. He did email me back to meet next week. If that is what happened this week and my court date is... Oh, that is what happened this week and my court date is August 1st, feeling anxious. I understand feeling anxious, my love. I do. And I feel a little frustrated with that lawyer for not getting back to you sooner, but I'm glad that at least he's going to meet with you. I do know this much. I know that personally, I am often too busy to respond to every single email, not because I don't want to. I miss a lot of emails because I get a ridiculous amount of email, okay? And I'm not complaining about that, believe me, but sometimes people have to email me a couple times to get my attention that way, and it's difficult. But in my position, I just, unfortunately, or fortunately, I should say, a lot of people reach out to me, and I'm really blessed and grateful for that. But I don't always catch all the emails because of the sheer volume. And same goes for Facebook messages. So if you've messaged me or emailed me and I haven't responded, don't be upset with me, please. I work on it as much as I can. I've only got, so many hours in the day. So, all right. Wait a minute. CS Top Massage. How's that sound? Is that right? CST Ot Massage. All right. Anyway, I'm going to call you Massage, okay? Says first time live chat. Welcome, my friend. I'm happy to have you here, and I'm happy that you're part of our tribe. Welcome. Sarah Lee in the house says, good morning, lovely lady. You're looking as fabulous as ever. Well, thank you. Look, I'm really digging this dress. It has these sleeves that are kind of lacy. Anyway, let's see here. Malta, our wonderful, amazing chat mod admin, says, welcome to Morning Coffee with Angie Atkinson, and shares information about technical difficulties and how to refresh if you need to. Tina says, I'm stuck between a rock and my life has changed. Why can't these people be held accountable? Well, it's not that they can't be held accountable, it's that they refuse to accept responsibility. And it's painful. But I'll tell you something. If you can look at this from a perspective of now you're going to be free of the abuse, if you can look at this from the perspective of now you don't have to deal with somebody taking away your right to express yourself or treating you like crap when you don't deserve it or being disrespectful to you in public or in private, and you could look at it as a secret blessing. Maybe this is the moment that you start the rest of your life and that your life gets better. That's how I like to see it. Ms. Alley Cat says, yup. Nana says, Angie always looks like a million. Well, thank you, my love. I appreciate you. And Avon says, oh my God, I'm quitting smoking tomorrow. Can't wait to see how many stuffed feelings come up from that one. I feel you, girl. Everybody send strong love and positive energy to Miss Avon in her quitting smoking. She will become so much healthier for it. Rose Hargrove in the house says, hi, Angie. Hey, Rose. How you doing, honey? Happy to have you back. David H. says to Nadia, can you go to his office to try to contact him? If not, I'd find another lawyer. He should be calling you back. Agreed. Jillian says, there I am. Oh, you just now saw me? Oh, sorry. SM says she's here, but she needs to refresh. I hope you guys were able to hear what I was saying earlier. Stop the Chaos says, based on what I understand, Jillian, I said at the beginning, I don't know if you heard it because I think you had to refresh, but I'd like to speak with you and David H. about something I'm working on that I think you guys could help with if you're interested. No pressure. It won't be a big time commitment for you. Or you either, David. SM says, I'm here, but I need to refresh. Okay. Stop the Chaos says, based on what I understand, these cycles and hoovering tactics will go on for years. Knowing that, is it wrong to want it friendly long term? 2 small kids, he's not going anywhere. No, certainly not. I think it needs to be friendly. I just want you to protect your heart. And I like, okay, so my office manager, Melina, she co-parents with, well, her child's now just technically an adult that I'm talking about, but she co-parents with her ex and they have an amazing relationship. She has been through a lot and they have done really well with their daughter, both being there for her, both supporting her and being, being in the same room peacefully often for her. So I think if that's possible, that you should totally do it. I know it's going to be hard with a narcissist. See, in this case, neither one of them is a narcissist. And so they're healthier, even though they couldn't make it as a couple, they made it as co-parents beautifully. And their daughter, she's healthy and beautiful and happy, and you can't complain about that. So I think it's a great idea when it can work. I would say, maybe you have somebody on the more mild end of the spectrum, and if you can keep it focused on the kids and not on your romance, maybe it'll be okay. Tell me your thoughts. Tattoo Princess 78 says, how do I resist my narcissist's attempt at sex when I'm trying to distance myself? He has spent so much time denying me. Now that I'm 1 foot out the door, he is love bombing me. Oh yeah, that's typical. Okay, so here's the deal. As far as the sex goes, if you're still in the house, how am I going to say this without sounding like a horrible person? Sex might make it more tolerable to deal with him. However, if you enjoy the sex, okay. If you don't enjoy the sex, then you have to gray rock and you have to stay focused on what you want and not what you don't want. And you have to remind yourself that, sure, he's spent so much time denying you and now he's love bombing you because, of course, he realizes he's actually probably going to lose you if he doesn't. So, Tattoo Princess, the best thing that you can do is to keep your head on straight. Remind yourself why you're trying to leave. Remind yourself what you want and stay focused on that. We know that love bombing is temporary. We know that the moment he knows he has you back, he'll go back to ignoring and resisting and rejecting you. If that is something that you're okay with, then fabulous, but I don't think it is. And so, maybe give him a taste of his own medicine in that respect. Resist him or deny him and see how he reacts. How does he react when you deny him? Have you done that yet? I assume that you have. Mr. Malta says, oh, dang it. I hate when I do that. I lost my spot, but I do like that Malta tagged me because now I can easily find my spot, I hope. Yes. Thank you, Malta. Says, good morning, Angie, Jillian, Nadia, SM, David H, Hair Changes Color, and everyone. Good morning, Malta. All right, let's see here. Nana says, A-N, go girl, drop six. Oh, for Avon. Go girl, drop six. She dropped six when she dropped the NARC. 4 weeks now. That is amazing. Congratulations. You can do this. You can do this. I hope that's inspiring for you, Miss Avon. Bonnie says, even when you go low contact and gray rock the narcissist, they often still find a way of smearing you and calling you crazy. Hell yeah, they do. That's their whole thing. If you go no contact, they're like, or low contact, they feel like they're not getting their supply anymore. And so they do the smear thing. They do the call you crazy thing. They tell everybody what a horrible person you are. They get lots of supply by doing that, because people are like, I'm so sorry you're going through that. Even when in reality, you're the one going through the hell, not them. They're just, they're mad because you're not giving them supply anymore. Bonnie, the best thing that you can do is stay focused on, the people that know you well enough to know you wouldn't be that person that they're making it seem. Generally, they're going to project their own bad behavior onto you during a smear campaign or just make up crazy shit that's not real. Tell me your thoughts about that. Libra music lover in the house. Hey, Libra music lover. Welcome to the tribe. She says, good morning, Angie. Watching and listening from Jamaica. Ooh, Jamaica. That's a cool place. I don't know. I've never been there, but it seems like a cool place. Oh, Rose said she had a difficult time getting my video to play. Which video, Rose? Nadia says, David H, his office is to David H. His office is very far to drive and if he won't be there. He's traveling today and tomorrow, he told me. And he had so much experience with narcissists. That is why I need someone who knows. I agree that you need someone who knows. And I do know that when you are someone who is, niche like this, you do get really overwhelmed with emails and phone calls. So I hope that I don't know the guy. I don't know anything about the guy, but I hope that he's able to take care of you the way you need to be taken care of during this divorce, Nadia. This is for the restraining order. Yeah. I think it's good that you have somebody that knows. If you need anything from me, if you need me to, help you explain anything, or just let me know. Bonnie says, even gray rock doesn't seem to keep away smear campaigns. That's right. Yeah, but what it does is it minimizes the smear campaigns. You see, the smear campaigns are really not ever about you. They're about the narcissist getting attention, honestly, and people feeling sorry for them and giving them more supply. Yeah. Yep. Does everybody have their coffee today? I actually have a cup of coffee that is full. Hey. And this cup came from Rockbridge, Missouri, which is there's a fishing ranch my husband likes to go to. I don't really enjoy fishing, but it's a beautiful ranch, and I got a coffee cup out of the deal. All right, let's see here. Hair Changes Color says, hello, Malta. Ambi Lee is in the house. Hey, Ambi, how you doing? She says, and welcome to the tribe. She says, hey, Angie and survivors, I've been trying to join SPAN. Your admins got back to me yesterday, but I responded and nothing. Still no ad and no attorney info. Okay, Ambi, message me personally on Facebook and tell me who you are, and I'll make sure you get in the group, okay? Do you know where I am on Facebook? Edward Macri here. Hey, Edward, welcome, welcome. Says, I left on Monday. Now she wants me to come home. Of course she does, because she's hoovering you and trying to suck you back in. What made you leave, Edward? Tell me. Stop the Chaos says, I'm with Tattoo Princess, and I still want the sex. Some days I feel as twisted as I know he must be. Oh, girl, don't beat yourself up. The sex it's normal human. We as humans, we need connection. We need physical connection. We need sex as adults. And of course, I think I told you guys the other day, I don't know if I did. I think I told you, when I left my ex-husband after about 3 months, I had needs myself, and I went back and I had sex with him one more time. And I feel like at the time I felt like was semi-empowering and it was semi-disempowering because I didn't want him. I didn't really care about him that much. I cared about him a lot, but it wasn't really about that. It was about he was familiar and comfortable, and I wasn't trying to sleep with everybody out on the planet. So we were getting along at the moment, and it was fine. It was kind of a goodbye thing for us. But look, I understand. I understand. Don't beat yourself up. Just use protection so you don't get pregnant or a disease, okay? Because, additional kids would not make your life easier right now, right? Angie L says, while listening to your videos on Grave Rock, I had a trigger. If the narc says things like, I see, with no expression on his face during the convo, could that mean he's aware of the Grave Rock method? Maybe, but maybe he's just really that not empathetic. Here's the thing. I see narcissists glaze over when you talk about anything that's not interesting to them or anything that is not what they want to hear about at that moment. So let me know if you have additional thoughts on that, Angie L. I'm interested in knowing your feelings and your experiences. Okay. Madeline Gutierrez says, welcome to Tina. She says, remember to take care of you. You cannot control what others say and do, but you can control yourself. Make it a great day for you. Blessings, my friend. Thank you, Madeline. I love how you guys support each other in this group. It is amazing. I'm so blessed to have each and every one of you here. Nana says, every year without the narcissist gives you back 5 lost years. I love that, and I think it's kind of true. Irish Indian in the house. Hey, Irish Indian. She says, good morning, tribe. I'll send positive vibes out for all. Let's do what we can to have a good day. Yes, I say we take a good day. Okay, I say we take it. All right, speaking of which, I am waiting on a very important phone call, so if it shows up early, I'm going to have to grab it. David H. says to Nadia, okay, but in the meantime, I would try to call a few more attorneys just in case. He should be calling you even in the off hours. Hear that, Nadia? Bonnie says, how do you guard your heart against the narcissist? Right on. I'm going to answer that question right now. So one of the things that you want to do is focus on loving yourself enough to know you deserve better. Okay. And something I tell people a lot, clients, you guys, is you have to love yourself in the same way that a good mother would have loved you. Okay. So whether or not you're a mother yourself, you can imagine how it would feel if your child or your niece or your nephew or your BFF were to come to you and say, I'm going through this stuff with this person who's mentally, emotionally, and or physically abusing me, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. I want you to tell yourself, think about what would you tell that person? If it was, I'll tell you what, if my daughter came to me and said to me, I'm in this relationship with this dude and he is just horrible to me. He keeps tearing down my self-esteem and he keeps, gaslighting me and blah, 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 girl. Please. I would be like, let me help you fix this. I would be like, do you need to stay at my house? I would be like explaining to her that she's worth more than that she deserves better than that no one should ever treat her that way. Okay. I want you to think, Bonnie, what would you say to someone you love if they came to you in that same situation? Then I want you to turn around and look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, you love yourself. You deserve better. You deserve to be happy. You have to guard your heart by loving yourself so hard that you truly understand what you deserve and what you should have in a relationship and not what people are just trying to make you accept. You don't have to accept crumbs. You don't have to accept little bits of things. That's what they do, the narcissists. They do this intermittent reinforcement crap. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where they treat you like crap, they treat you like crap, they treat you like crap. And then once you're almost to the edge of your rope, just like somebody said earlier in this chat, once you're already to the edge of your rope, they're like, oh, hold on. They pull you back in. They give you just a little bit of love, just a little bit of, one good romp, one kind move, and you're hooked again. See? And then they go back to treating you like crap, and then it comes back around. So my point is that you have to love yourself enough to resist intermittent reinforcement from the narcissist. Okay? You have to love yourself enough to know that you deserve total, constant love. You have to unconditionally love yourself in the same way that a good mother should have loved you or a good father should have loved you. You feel me? Let me know if you have questions on that. All right, let me see. Ms. Jillian says, lost years, having Angie is getting a head start on the rest of my life. Oh, Jillian, I love you so much. You're so awesome. Thank you so much. And I am so happy you're part of our tribe. Ambi Lee says, oh my goodness, I'm 6.5 months pregnant and I have a 2-year-old. I need attorney information for California child custody. Also, would be nice to be part of the group just for support. We would love to have you in the group and we will help you. I have, and you know what? I have a client who from California who found an excellent attorney who understands narcissistic abuse. I will get that information for you. Ambi, please message me on Facebook and tell me who you are, and I'll reach out to my client and find out her attorney's name and pass it along to you. I know she's in, I don't know what part of California, I can't remember, but I know that will be useful information for you. Not Nana says Gray Rock. Yeah, Gray Rock is always helpful, but it's an external appearance thing mostly. Even though eventually you can become calm like you appear to be, the emotions that are attached don't always go away even if you hide them. And that's why I said you have to love yourself hard enough to know that you deserve better, to know it so much that you almost feel offended that anybody would try to give you less than you deserve. It took me a while to get there, but I did, and you guys can too. I promise you that. Okay, David H. says, good morning, Malta. And Nadia says, David, do you know, or Jillian, do you or Jillian know of any good ones in the Chicago, Illinois area? Nadia, I suggest that you post that in the SPAN group, and if you remind me, I will post it in the collective group as well, because the collective group helps to find resources. You can join the collective group through Queen Being if you want, if you're somebody that can help find resources, but they help find resources specific to certain areas. And what I'm doing is, as we find the resources, I'm building pages on Queen Being with links and phone numbers and whatnot for everybody. So I'm trying to make a really solid, free to access resource list, you know. All right. Massage says, mother and father are both narcissistic. I'm 50 now. After lots of therapy, finally with your educational videos, now I can make sense of this mess. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that a lot of the traditional therapists they're not educated about this particular disorder and how it affects people. And so they end up victim blaming a lot, which is exactly the opposite of what we need when we've gone through this kind of abuse. So I'm very glad that you have been able to find some peace in all of this. Yeah. And I'm so happy that I could be a small part of that. Thank you so much for telling me. Randy is in the house. Hey, Randy, how you doing? Hey, Angie, good morning. She says, I am seeing my ex tomorrow night with a fiance. He got engaged right after we got divorced in November. Any advice? I haven't seen him for 7 months. I assume that you have no choice but to see him. If you have an option not to see him, I would not see him. But here's my advice. If you have to, look hot, feel hot, look as good as you can look, stay as calm as you can be. Show them only the appearance of a confident, strong, beautiful woman who has no self-doubt. Even if you're feeling scared and sick on the inside, I want you to appear on the outside. We're going to talk about this as, I'm just going to make up a term for you right now, Randy, diamond rock, okay? I want you to be sparkly and shiny and not allow them to get to you, okay? I want you to feel strong, and I want you to feel empowered, and I want you to look the very best that you can. And I know that sounds very shallow of me to say, but I promise you'll be glad that you did that if you do that, okay? Do not be nasty to the fiance, because it's not her fault. She's being love bombed just like you were, I'm sure, and she may even have received some of the disrespect already. I'll tell you, the fact that he got engaged right after you got divorced probably means he needed a place to live or something. But narcissists get engaged for weird reasons. I've done videos on why they get married so fast and everything. But that would be my advice. I would look as good as you can look. I would not, even though I'm going to tell you right now, Randy, when you see him and you see his face, you're going to have a lot of weird feelings happening. Okay. I saw my ex for the first time in like 8 years when I did my oldest son's name change adoption situation, where my husband adopted him unofficially. We just did a name change because it was like 15 at the time. But I had to have my ex-husband sign off on the name change. And so I had to see him for the first time in like 8 years. And what happened was that when I saw his face, first of all, there was that weird kind of feeling in the pit of your stomach. Like you saw that face every day for so long, and you were once very familiar with it. It's like they are familiar but unfamiliar. So be prepared for that. Since you're still kind of fresh in the divorce, it may feel a little bit painful to you. But I want you to look and feel as good as you possibly can that day. Okay, make sure you're well hydrated. Make sure you're emotionally calm. I would meditate. I would listen to power music before you go. Like I have this list I call Good Morning Beautiful. Has a lot of fun, upbeat, empowering kind of music on it. I would have something like that in place for the a day or two before you go, like starting today maybe, and then listen to it as often as you can until you get there, because being empowered is very, very, music has a great effect on our bodies and our minds. So try that. That's my advice. Let me know if you have other questions. Hair changes color says, I feel like if I didn't have to deal with this legal process, I would be able to forget about it more. It's a constant reminder every court date, trying to be positive still. Oh, I feel you. And I know that court sucks, but look at it like one step closer to your freedom. Each time you have a court date, each time you have to deal with this person, just go, okay, well, one more step. And pretty soon I'm going to be totally free or freer of this person. Yeah. Yep. Irish Indian says, don't give in to the change. It almost never lasts. Agreed. But we can't beat her up for doing it, because we've all had our moments of weakness, have we not? David H says to Nadia, I don't, but Jillian may have some network contacts. Okay. SM says, I had a breakdown yesterday. A mom to my kids brought up by my narc ex is a challenge. My close friend divorced her narc, got custody of her kids. She's remarried, and her husband is a great dad to them. Mom to my kids brought up by my narc ex is a challenge. So are you saying there's a stepmom situation and you're not happy about it? Because I can feel you on that. And sometimes, I remarried, and my husband was a good dad to my son too, my oldest, but we had two more together, as you guys probably know. But I know that is very painful. We were blessed that my ex-husband was not interested in actually knowing his son, and that sounds terrible. But you look at the positive. So my ex-husband has been married 3 times since me that I know of, and none of those women were able to actually be his stepmother, my son, because they weren't in his life, really. So, yeah. Nadia says to Bonnie, you have to tell yourself that he will hurt you again. Start withdrawing emotionally. Don't show him any emotion. Gray rock and distance yourself. I have been doing this for the past year. Good advice, Nadia. Thank you. Breon says to stop the chaos. Do you still have hope with your narc? Destroying the hope helped me to not entertain the hoovering. Important information and very useful. Yes. Chris Back says, hi, Angie. Good morning. Good morning, Chris. Welcome. Ambi Lee says, they just approved me. Fabulous. Good news. Thank you. Sue Gable says, me too, Breon. I feel you. Yep. Malta says, Ambi, that is great news. I am glad to hear it. Awesome. Jillian says, if the lawyer is having a difficult time meeting you, I would have some backup lawyers in place. Set up some appointments, because what if that lawyer is going to charge you too much money? Time is limited. Excellent information, Jillian. Thank you. Nana says, my nephew is coming to take the last of the narc garbage from my place. So happy. Freedom is too fun. I love that, Nana. I'm so glad that you shared that with us. Thank you so much. Chris Back says, I'm AKA Christine Backman. Hope you have a terrific day. Well, thank you so much. I'm happy that you're here. Thank you. And I hope you have a terrific day too, girl. SM says, I sent you an email too, but I'm not mad at you. I can only imagine how many you receive, and you also have a life outside of Queen Being too. All is well, no worries, dear. Thank you so much. I really don't have that much of a life outside of it. I do. I'm just kidding. I have children and family and friends and everything. But I do work a lot, and I love it so much. Yes. Caroline Susta says, hey, Caroline, she said she has to go. Her narc might wake up and get pissed off if he sees us. I feel you, honey. I feel you. Love, light, and happiness to you and all you beautiful people in the tribe. Caroline, thank you for coming in, and thank you for being here as long as you could. Jillian says, cute shirt, Angie. Hey, thanks, girl. Hair Changes Color says, when I think about the last years, I have a saying to remind myself, the butterfly counts, not months, but moments, and has time enough. Oh, I love that. I'm going to read that again. The butterfly counts not months, but moments, and has time enough. Yes. Love it. David H. says to Jillian, great advice for Nadia. Yep. Timothy Yeaser in the house. Yeaser, I never know if I'm saying it right, Timothy. It's a game that we will never win. Best thing is to just stop playing. I totally agree with you. Totally. Malta says, okay, Caroline, be safe. Bye for now. And let's see. Nadia says, I have met with a to Jillian, I've met with another lawyer. Her retainer was too high. She didn't give me much hope of success, whereas this lawyer did. Okay, good information. Guardian says, good morning, survivors and friends. Hey, Guardian Wolf, how you doing? Welcome back. Chris Back says, thank you, moderator Malta. Sue Gable says, yes, I finally let hope go. Kind of empty putting energy into finding hope for me instead. That is the very best thing you can do, my love. I'm very proud of you for doing that. Big love to you today. Malta says, good morning to Chris, and Miss Jillian is on her way out the door to go to work. Have a wonderful day, Miss Jillian. Learn Grow Sing says, good morning, everybody. I feel amazing today, finally. Oh, I love it. She says, like I have awakened and I've completely taken my power back. It feels amazing. Oh my God. I hope you're all doing great today. That is wonderful, Learn Grow Sing. Thank you so much. Malta says, it's a pleasure to be here this morning myself. We are always happy to have you, my friend. Thank you for being here. You are amazing. Stephanie Raffun in the house. Hello, Stephanie. She says, I'm a newbie and I truly appreciate your advice. Thank you. Looking forward to catching up on all your videos and continuing to listen in the future. Stephanie, welcome to the tribe. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for being here. Learn, Grow, Sing is feeling so powerful today. Love it. That is beautiful. Guardian Wolf says, today I get my household items back from him around 6 p.m. Yes, that is amazing. Amazing. I'm happy to hear that. Please keep yourself safe as you do the transfer of items. And Malta tells Jillian, have a great day. Chris Beck has a flower for Malta. David H says, sure, just let me know to me. Thank you. And thank you, Jillian. Y'all are in and I'm putting you down. I will be in touch with both of you on Facebook about that. Guardian Wolf says, I'm scared, but I'm also tasting freedom. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Oh, freedom tastes really good. Stephanie Raffin says, will a narcissist ever get better? How do I stop forgiving and accepting and take care of me? I'm not used to taking care of me, always worried about the narcissist more than myself. Oh yeah, we've all been there, honey. We're people pleasers, we're empaths, we care more about how other people feel than ourselves. I would bet that you may have experienced some of that in childhood as well, with parents or other caregivers. They don't get better. They don't change generally. I've done videos with therapists, about therapists. One particular one, Dr. David Hawkins, might check my channel for that, who claims to be curing narcissists, but what it all comes down to is that he just teaches them different behaviors. So, for example, he might teach them that, you need to tell your wife she's beautiful every day because he only works with male narcissists, I guess. And so they might tell you, hey, you're beautiful every day, but they don't mean it. And I don't know about y'all, but if somebody's going to say something nice to me, I don't want them to say it because they think they have to. I want them to say it because they mean it, Anyway, I've done videos on that. Take a look at those. I do not believe that narcissists change, at least 99.9% of them. I had hope at one point. One of my clients had a woman that she was with who got they had done a pregnancy thing, and so the girl was pregnant and reached out to her ex and said, my client was her ex and reached out to my client and said, hey, I'm pregnant. I think everything, I think I'm a narcissist and I think you're right. And blah, 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 blah. And bottom line, she swore up and down that she was going to change. She was going to get therapy. And I really, for just a moment, I believed maybe, but I kept saying, I don't know. She's pregnant. Her hormones are crazy. Who knows? And then unfortunately that did not work out for her. So yeah. Yep. All right. Miss Stop the Chaos says, I know I would not be getting stronger without you, Angie. Thank you. My pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Stop the Chaos. Level Chemo says, hello all. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the tribe, my friend. Malta says to Guardian Wolf, that is amazing. I'm so glad to hear your enthusiasm. Absolutely. Donna Doherty says, you will get tired of hoovering. Don't beat yourself up. Someone said to me, how many times are you going to walk into that brick wall before you turn around? Excellent advice. She said that is the advice that woke her up, and she hopes it helps you. Hear that. All right. Let's see. Level Chemo says, what time did we start? We started around 9:20, I think, ish, Central Time. Actually, I'm about to wrap up. Bonnie says, should you say something about the narc using grown kids as a surrogate wife, parentification? At least if my kids come back to me someday and say, Mom, why didn't you protect us, or say something? You can. Your children are adults, aren't they? Yeah. You can totally say something. See, I think depending on the age of the children and depending on the maturity level of the children, at some point you can talk to them and you can tell them what you went through. When they're adults, generally you can. And yes, I think that you can say something in that case, if that's helpful. You have to be honest with them as much as you can once they're adults. And even sometimes when they're teenagers, depending on the situation. So Malta says 9:34 a.m. Oh, see, here we go. That was a while ago. All right, let's see. Guardian Wolf says, yeah, I now see he will never change. Now I lost my place. Oh gosh, there are so many things I want to answer and I'm running out of time. Okay. Dee Dee Biko, hey, running late, taking care of the yard. All right, right on. Sue Gable has love for Learn, Grow, Sing and says, you go, girl. Guardian Wolf says, took me a year to figure that one out, but I'm finally grasping it now. We've all been there, honey. I feel you. SM says, good morning, Malta dear. Nana says, learn, grow, sing. Same, and learning to sing now, too. Keep finding a smile on my dial. Love that. SM says, I broke down because I felt my friend got lucky. Oh, she got custody of her kids and remarried. Her now husband helps with her kids and has college funds and kids. I gotcha. Yeah, you know what? That is very hard, but give yourself time. That could still happen for you, and it will if you want it, and you focus on only bringing positives into your life instead of being sad for your friend. I want you to be really, really happy for your friend, because being happy for her will help bring more of that kind of a situation into your life. I want you to really figure out a way to feel the joy in your heart for her, and I want you to tell her that you're so happy for her and that you hope one day the same thing happens for you. Can you do that? All right, Dee Dee Biko says, I'm being bribed to break no contact. He must have forgotten he tried the exact same line last time. Good for you for not forgetting, Dee Dee. I'm proud of you for that. SM says, grown and married too. Oh, Rose Hargrove said the live stream. Okay. But I've been struggling, SM says, for over 10 years with my kids getting nowhere. Oh, sweetie. The best thing that you can do is just, unconditionally love them, tell them so, and move forward. And, like I said before, send them a Christmas card or Hanukkah card, a birthday card every year, and say the same thing. I'm always here if you need me. I'm sorry for what you went through, what we went through, but please know that I'm your mother and I love you and I'll do whatever I can to fix this relationship. And then don't press it. Try to figure out a way, and it sucks, but try to figure out a way to move forward in love for yourself, in love for the people around you, in love for just the world. Vibrate love, only love, no negativity. It's important. It's important. Elise says, I promised myself when I was 8 years old, after hearing about domestic violence on TV, that if I ever dated an abuser, I would leave and never go back. It's been hard dealing with cognitive dissonance, but worth it. I feel ya. I had a similar experience. Yeah. Yeah. Hair changes color says, hey girl, hey, coffee in the house. Yep, coffee here. All right, Arlene Robertson has coffee. Nana says, Avon, get you some mullein leaf to puff on. Non-addictive and clears lungs. I did not know that. I had no bad withdrawals. That's very interesting. I had no idea. Rick Mash says he made it. Good morning, all. Good morning, Rick Mash. How you doing? Guardian Wolf says, why would I need counseling if I don't believe I have a problem? Good point. Is that what the narcissist would say, or what? Tell me. Oh, especially after him saying that on Facebook Messenger. Yeah, I think that's real clear that he is, yeah. That's common with narcissists. They never think there's a problem with their behavior. Yeah. Shelly Thomas says, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Miss Shelly. And she said, thank you for being so honest, Angie. My pleasure. I've learned the hard way that there's no other way to be. Guardian Wolf says, classic narcissist. Yep. Sue Gable says, narc has me down for a minute. Frustrated, money control just got shoved down my throat. Is leaving considered running? Am I fooling myself thinking I'll save money? I mean, call it what you want, but if you are able to leave and you can, support yourself financially, you call it running if you want, call it escaping, call it, racing for your life. I don't care. I mean, it doesn't Don't worry about what it's labeled. Just save yourself. Make your life better. You know, none of us are getting any younger. That's all I'm saying. Don't waste your whole life on somebody like this, especially if they're taking your money. Nadia says, is it weird that I already feel okay, like not missing my narc hubby and it's only been a month? Maybe because I've been distracting myself from him for the last year. I'm scared that my emotions are off. Well, Nadia, I think right now you're in mommy surviving mode. So you may have a couple of, flashes of emotion, but because you've been mentally preparing for this for over a year, or for a year, that's going to make a big difference for you right away. And I think that at some point when you go through preparing for such a long time, for a whole year, you're probably just relieved that you're not dealing with the abuse and the crap anymore. Am I right? I don't know. Danielle Whittington, hey Danielle, welcome, says, help, I'm going through divorce with 2 small babies under 5. He didn't see the kids for 3 months after walking out on our family. Yesterday, I lost it. He gets paid under the table and trying not to pay child support. Jillian, David, advice? I experienced the same with my ex-husband. He currently owes me more than $50,000 for our son, who is now, my son, who is now 20. I will never get it. And I just decided to consider it worth it because I didn't have to have him in my life anymore. I knew he would fade away, and he did. Yeah. If anyone has advice for Danielle, pass it up, please. Share it with us. Shelley Thomas says, good morning, Elise. The cognitive dissonance of this abuse induces definitely has been one of the hardest aspects of healing. I get you, hon. Yeah, it's very hard. And so is the constant invalidation that we experienced during and after our relationships with narcissists. Yeah. Ha! Sarah Lee says, ha ha, when all else fails, a healthier choice is to grab a vibrator. Yeah, that's really the truth. Excellent point. Seriously. Good one, Sarah. Hope Bradford says, I would like to ask, why do they continue to contact them routinely, even if you never respond? I assume she means no contact, for about a month now. I get contact at least twice a week, been out of the home for 1 year and 3 months. Block them, Hope, block them. They do it because they want to keep you in their little circle of supply, because they want you as a backup supply just in case whatever they're working on at the moment doesn't work. Block them. If you have kids together, you can't completely block them, but you can block them from all social media. And there's an app you can use, Our Family something. Somebody knows the name of it, but there are apps you can use that will be admissible in court, and you can just communicate through those if you're dealing with kids. If you're not, block, block, block. You can even call your cell phone company and have them blocked from even dialing your number or getting through to your number. Elise says, hi, Shelley, good to see you. Absolutely. I couldn't imagine the power of memories and trauma bonding. Yeah, it's rough. Hair Changes Color says to Nadia, hey, Nadia, I cried for 10 years, and since the last time, I haven't cried at all, so I can relate. I think this is when we finally had enough. That is very insightful, and that is so true, Hair Changes Color. Guardian Wolf had to blush about the vibrator. I think that's adorable. Sarah, so did Sarah, I think. But it's true. Stop the Chaos says, everyone acts like I'm crazy for considering his feelings. I loved him, and he's the father of my children. I'm starting to think I need to do what I think is best, even if it looks weird to everyone. I agree with you 100%. Protect your heart, though, please. Freedom Lee says, morning, Angie and survivors. Fortunately, I was repulsed by the ex-narc and hated for him to touch me, especially after knowing that he tried to destroy my life. That is a beautiful gift, isn't it? As you're trying to get out of there. David H. says, stop the chaos. It's tough, but in the end, you need to do what's best for yourself. And he is absolutely right. Unless you're being physically abused, in which case I would retract everything I said and tell you to get the hell out of there. Nadia says, hair changes color. Thanks. That makes sense. Just afraid that having to gray rock and hide my emotions for so long damaged me somehow. Inability to feel? I don't know. Yeah, you know what, Nadia, that's interesting. That happened to me. I kind of went numb for a while, and I had to remind myself to feel things. So be careful. I want you to feel your emotions as they come, and I want you to be aware of them so that you don't completely go numb. All right? You still need emotions, and you will become unhappy if you don't have them for long. If you can focus on happy emotions, great. Focus on how much you love your daughter. Good stuff. Focus on how strong and how amazing, how strong you are, how amazing your new life is going to be. Feel happiness, excitement, good stuff. Feel love, good stuff. If you need to stop and feel sad, feel sad. But I just want you to, I think what Hair Changes Color said was very insightful. And I think because you've been preparing for this for so long, it might be a little bit of a sense of relief that you're feeling right now. And that's, the peace is a godsend, isn't it? Yeah. Nadia, just keep going. You're doing a good job, and I'm proud of you. And I don't want you to overthink this too much right now. Okay. Avon says thanks to Picky Nama, Nana. I can't even say. Nana. That's what I'm calling you today. Sarah Lee says to Freedom Lee, I know that repulsive feeling you are talking about. Yep, been there, been there, been there. Dana Nicoletti, hey Dana Nicoletti, welcome back, honey, says some friends of my ex and mine are gaslighting. Been there. Deal with that in the same way that you would deal with it with anyone, Gray Rock, and do not allow them to flying monkey your butt. Okay, just stay strong. Hey, Rebecca Horst, welcome. She says, better late than never. Hi. Big hugs and love to you, honey. Breanne Garner says, stop the chaos. I know it's different when children are involved. However, it does not change the nature of the narcissist. That is accurate. Never forget who he is at the core. You caring for him could be detrimental. And Breanne is absolutely right. And I just want you to keep all opinions in mind and do what feels best to you. Be safe. Be safe. Don't let yourself get too sucked in. All right. L. Parsons says, I am 4 months narc free and I'm doing so much for myself and doing really well. That's amazing. She says, but recently I found myself thinking of him again daily and I'm unsure why. This really frustrates me. Well, I feel you. It's because we become addicted to them and we go through, ups and downs as we move forward away from the addiction of them. But now that you are thinking about himself daily, what I want you to do, since you have been out for 4 months, I want you to begin to monitor your thoughts. And if you find yourself thinking about him, I want you to change your mind and I want you to focus on what you do want and not what you don't want. What you don't want is abuse and neglect as a, a lover, a friend, or whatever. What you do want is happiness, peace, real love in your life. If you keep focusing on him and what he's dealing with, you're going to struggle to ever move forward in your life. And that means, in a way, he's still kind of controlling you. I hope that helps a little bit to know that. Shelly Thomas says, stop the chaos. I've had to work hard on detaching from caring what others think and not letting their opinions influence my decisions unnecessarily. Oh my gosh. I can relate to that. I have been, it took me a long time to get there. And I'll tell you, being on YouTube helped a little bit because people on YouTube always have some stuff to complain about. Not you guys are amazing, but I do get those negative comments and people saying bad things about me to me. And for sure, some of them are narcissists who are mad because I exposed them to their person, I guess. But some of them are just jerks and trolls. And I just don't let it get to me. They don't know me. And I bet you $10 that like 99% of them would not say that to me, to my face. They would just say it to me on YouTube behind a screen name. You see what I'm saying? So I don't let it bother me. It's a process. I've written some articles and I've done a couple of videos on how to not care what people think. So you can check those out on my channel here or over at queenbeing.com, and those will help. And I'll do some more if you like, Shelly. Dana Nicoletti says, I'm finding it hard if they say things about him and his new wife. It seems like they're so happy from what they say. And sometimes it makes me feel like I'm the crazy one. Dana, I want you to watch my videos on the narcissistics, on the new supply. Okay. Because I don't think they're really that happy. And if they are, it's temporary. Okay. Narcissists don't change. Their relationship patterns don't change. You're not the crazy one. Don't beat yourself up like this. Go watch those videos and remember that it's a cycle. You went through the exciting, awesome part of the relationship too. That's how it is. And that's where they are right now. And pretty soon, of course, they're going to say they're happy. They're not going to want people to, she probably, like us, like you, like me, like everybody else here, probably has a certain amount of people pleaserness to her. She probably is worried about what people think about her. And so she wants to say that everything is amazing and awesome. It's a process, but I promise you, it ain't perfect. Nothing is wonderful. I mean, they might have their moments of happy, but they will be passing just like yours were. And that sucks. But if I'm you, I'd be feeling sorry for her right now because she's going to find herself exactly where you found yourself before it was all over, you know? I don't know if that's very helpful, but please watch those videos because it's really, really not anything about you. It's really all about him and his cycle. Yeah. Guardian Wolf says it's almost 9 a.m. over here. Yep, it's 10:30 over here. Hair changes color says to Nadia, I do know what you mean. I've had to gray rock my dad since the age of 12, and it did damage to me, obviously. I think it's natural to put up walls after you've been abused. That's the truth. Malta says to Guardian Wolf, the narcissist can push your buttons so that you react in front of the counselor and then act concerned. Oh, yes, that's smart. That's a very important and insightful comment. He says, the counselor may then concentrate on you having obtained a false perception. Absolutely. Malta, you're a smart man. Malta says to Guardian Wolf, of your situation, a false perception of your situation. Angie can best answer this, though. She explained this to me through her videos. He's absolutely right. That's the truth. And that's exactly why you don't want to go to a counselor with a narcissist, because it does not work. Guardian Wolf probably already knows that. She says 9 hours and freedom from her narcissist. Yay! Yay for Guardian Wolf. I'm so proud of you and happy for you, honey. Alley Cat says, Ambi Lee has been approved. Welcome. Oh, that is who I thought it was. How you doing, girl? Thank you. Thank you. She says, we do not provide legal advice. Our members provide our legal experience. We also provide a whole lot of love and support. That's right. We do not provide legal advice, but we do. We try to provide, we pass along contact information of people who may be able to help. That's how we can try to do. Yeah. But feel free to ask. Thank you, Allie. Thank you. Shelly Thomas says, hey, L. Parsons, congrats on being narc free for 4 months. That's a huge accomplishment and you're well on your way to healing. In my opinion, you might be thinking about the narc because we create trauma bonds. Oh, very smart. Very true. We create trauma bonds with the narcs in our brains. That's true. Watch my videos on trauma bonds and how to break them. Thank you for reminding me, sweet Shelly Thomas. CCB in the house. Hey, CCB, welcome back. Says to Dana, their new supply may be a narc too. That's possible. Narcs can stay together and be more functional than an empath with a narc. Does not mean they are normal, right? Look up inverted narcissists on my channel as well. That might be another possibility. Sarah Lee says, 1 a.m. here. Good Lord, woman. Get some sleep. I'm just kidding. I'm really happy you're here. I stayed up way too late last night too. Level Chemo says, wait a minute. Why do people say they cannot be cured? Why is that so? Good question. Because I've never seen one actually be cured. I think it's possible, but I think the narcissist would have to reach down inside of themselves and discover their core wound and be willing to work through it on an honest level. And that would require them to admit that something was wrong. And they don't do that. They don't want to have anything wrong with themselves. So unfortunately, I'm not saying they can't be cured. I'm saying I've never seen it happen. And I've talked to several experts. I've done a lot of research. I've never seen it happen. That's my opinion. Guardian Wolf says, today I will be counting down the hours. I feel you, girl. Arlene Robertson says, Nadia, I had an attorney in my divorce. He didn't call for 3 or 4 months. I found another. They called to tell him they were taking the case, and he tried to charge me for nothing done. He didn't get it. Good for you. Oh, that's terrible. CCB says, Elise says, hi, CCB. CCB says to Nadia, I think it gives us a habit of dissociating. That's correct, which can be useful, but also a bad habit. Yeah, check out my video on how to use gray rocks safely. That is exactly what that's about. Guardian Wolf says 6 p.m. then freedom. Woot woot. Shelly Thomas says these chemical biological bonds are harder than we might realize to break, and I've read that it takes at least 6 months to significantly start changing. But there's so much hope and potential for healing. Absolutely. Yeah, Randy says, Diamond Rock, I love it. I love it too. I just made it up for you, girl. I have no choice but to see him, but love you and your advice. Okay, so we're on the same page then. Right on, Randy. Okay, L. Parson says, thank you, Shelly. Yeah, I believe that too. I lost my place. Oh, there it goes. I know I'd never go back to him, but I still have that hold of him in my head, which I'm trying to get rid of, but it's taking a while. Yes. What was I going to say? Oh, intentional vibration management, intentional thought management. That's what you need to work on. L, it will get better. Okay, you guys, I'm really sorry. I've got to wrap up right now, but I will see you later today for another video, and I will be here tomorrow for our usual fabulous Friday morning. I'm probably also going to be producing a short fitness vlog on this channel tomorrow, but it will be an extra video because I know y'all don't really care about that. But I said that I would do it, so I'll do it. All right, I'm going to wrap up. I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life. Thank you for letting me be a part of yours. You know it really means a lot to me. I really love our morning coffee time together, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my tribe, part of my family. And I will save this chat so I can read the rest of it later. So feel free to share any comments, thoughts, video requests, anything that you have, okay? I'll see you soon, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.